I want to know why Jeremy Taché, first appearance on Mystery Crate. I want to know why I just heard you say it's one of the weirdest sentences I've ever heard said. He said, inexplicably, I have my top 5 Daniel Radcliffes if you guys need it.
I got to learn how to use the microphone.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That already happened.
Yeah.
Good start.
Why'd you say that to me?
Because you were looking for show topics.
That's right, Shopics.
And again, a couple of weeks ago, we brought up Daniel Radcliffe as Weird Al in this upcoming Roku movie. And so I decided, as we are one to do top 5 lists, why not come up with my top 5 Daniel Radcliffes?
Like his characters?
Sure.
Okay. All right, let's do it. Number 5.
Number 5.
I don't think I've seen Daniel Radcliffe in much.
In anything?
I was
He is Harry Potter.
But I haven't seen Harry Potter. I was
You've
gonna.
never seen Harry Potter?
No.
You haven't even like on TNT. You've never seen like on one of those marathons. You just happen to like.
Well, I've never.
You've
I
never
mean,
during Christmas time seen Harry Potter.
okay. I've seen the character Harry Potter. I've physically seen
You've seen of
Daniel
him.
Radcliffe. I mean, I haven't physically seen him because I haven't been in the same place as him. But like, I've seen Daniel Radcliffe on television. I know what he looks like, but I don't think that I have seen many of his movies. I was going to say that until I realized that the last movie I saw had Daniel Radcliffe in it.
And what was that?
The Lost City.
That's like
I haven't
completely,
seen that.
completely
No?
undercuts everything you just said.
Well, no,
Wow.
because my whole thing was I haven't seen Daniel Radcliffe ever, but I saw him in the most recent movie. But I wouldn't be able to do the top 5 because I haven't seen him in many movies that I think. I'm on his IMDb right now to see how many of his movies I've actually seen. Because it's not a lot, I don't think.
He's one of these guys. Who are these people in acting where you play a character and it's like I can't have you in my movie because you're Harry Potter.
Do you think that happened to Matthew Perry as Chandler?
Ooh, maybe that or the drugs. Inappropriate.
The whole 9 yards was the movie that was in.
That's true.
Yeah.
It wasn't something else. But
He's in the
but
sequel.
to Jeremy's point, he never really took off as
You view
something
him
else.
as Chandler,
right.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you doing that with only Chandler though in that show?
I think you could do that with literally
I would think
everyone
Joey.
besides
Did you guys ever watch the show
Joey.
Episodes?
Yeah.
Episodes. It's like a Showtime show. It was on for 2 seasons. It was about
That was like 4. It
whatever.
doesn't matter.
It was
yeah.
it was about like it was Matt LeBlanc. It was basically a show about Matt LeBlanc, but he was playing Matt LeBlanc,
Well-
trying to move on with his. Right? Was his name not Matt LeBlanc?
It was about I believe he played
His
himself.
actual
It was
name is-
about like the writers of the show, like show writers.
Yeah.
And I believe, and I don't remember, but I believe that my pulmonologist.
It was a
is
good
calling me.
show. Your pulmonologist is calling you.
Yeah,
You have a pulmonologist?
I do.
Jesus Christ.
I just got a GP.
I'm not gonna take that one right now.
How many ists do you have?
In my phone,
Yeah, or like just like that could call you at any time. Dentists, I
Time
guess.
to
That's not.
whip out
just-
the phone.
yeah.
You know, I made an appointment the other day for the eye doctor, and we'll get to your list in a second. Welcome to Mystery Crate. I went to the eye doctor the other day, and it was like usually when you make an appointment at the eye doctor, and I shouldn't be saying this because my other eye doctor might
Just whisper,
get this.
whisper.
So I made an appointment at the eye doctor, and I did it the night before online. And my past experiences with eye doctors is we can't see you for 6 months. So I found this place that I could like do it like week of. So I made an appointment. It was like a drop down menu. It was like, what kind of insurance do you have? I put in, this is my insurance. This is the thing. I show up to the appointment. This was, this week I went to do this. I went to do this. I get to the eye doctor, and they say, we don't accept your insurance. And I'm like, it was an option. It was like, there's 3 options on your site. This was one of the options. I was able to make the appointment because you take my eye insurance. I get there, they say that they don't take my eye insurance. And my immediate reaction was, okay. And I left, and my wife was like with me, and she's like, what do you mean you don't take his eye insurance? He's come here before. And I was like, no, it's okay. Like, that's before when I worked at another
She
company.
TCB'd.
She was starting to, and I was like, I appreciate that you're doing this for me, but also getting me a little ramped up. I was fine just like giving up on this project for the day and deciding I'll go to another eye doctor. So I made an appointment with my other eye doctor,
That is infuriating.
who
though.
sometimes, like one of the people that works there, his name's Juan, listens to this show. Shout out to Juan if he's listening.
What up,
But
Juan?
also now he knows that I was philandering with my eye doctors.
Did you get insulted?
I don't know. I'm supposed to go in 2 weeks.
Every relationship has that person in the couple that deals with conflict, right? Like Billy and I are in the same boat. My wife handles all that. If something's like we get, if our wait for the table has been too long at a restaurant, I'm not going back up there to say something. My wife will. Like my dad is the one that does it with my parents. Like my mom is always like not mad at
It's
my dad.
easier for like my own like mental health and sanity to not be getting agitated.
Right.
But that also leads to me very often getting taken advantage of.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like the squeaky wheel gets the grease. So
Yeah.
people, even though sometimes people can be jerks, I'm not saying your wife is a jerk or my wife, but sometimes people, when they go
Sounds like
complain, because sometimes Billy and I are more passive. I'll sit back. If they said a 30-minute wait at the restaurant, after 38 minutes, I'm just going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Whereas if you go up there and you're the squeaky wheel, then you're more likely to get the table. It's kind of, I don't like that life works that way. That the people that are more annoying get their way quicker. It shouldn't work that way. The people that are patient and have patience and that are kind should get shit, but they don't.
So yesterday, it was doctor day, as you can tell.
Right.
So I had a conversation with my pulmonologist, and the thing is that they gave me like a medicine because I've had this cough, or whatever. You don't need to get into it. They gave me a medicine. The pharmacy didn't have the medicine, so like for weeks now, I've been like, I need to call the pulmonologist and get this resolved. And I always remember that at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's like, yep, the doctor's office is closed. Got to do that first thing tomorrow. So I finally call. I leave them a voicemail. They call me back. We resolve one issue. We're going to the next issue, which is this medicine situation. And they're like, oh, okay, well, we don't deal with that. Let's put you on hold with like the person that does. They're talking to someone else. It'll be a minute or two. I was like, okay, fine, perfect. So I'm there. The music's playing, blah, blah, blah. It rings. It just goes to like another thing of music playing. Someone comes on and they're like, oh, they're wrapping up right now. It's going to be a minute or two, whatever, right? 24 minutes later, because I looked at my phone, I was still kind of on hold. And they picked up the phone. They're like, hello? And I was like, oh, hey. And I tell them the whole thing again. They're like, oh, is this Guillermo? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, oh, like they never picked up the phone. I'm like, no, just a bit. They're like, did you just call back? I'm like, no, I've kind of been here for 20. I've been waiting. They're like, okay, like we'll go find this person. So I waited on hold for like 25 plus minutes because they just forgot I was there.
What's the longest you've ever waited on hold? 3 hours from Danny over there in the
3 hours for what?
That's right. Turn your mic on. Let's go. Get up here.
Or just yell loud enough. Yeah. What was it 3 hours
stand
for?
Up. Talking to the mic. He turned your mic on.
Yeah.
Stand up. Why'd you wait 3 hours for something on hold?
To get certified in my old job, we had to wait to get our certification, and the state takes forever, and you're literally on 3 hours just to get. Hi, how are you?
Was there song playing at least?
Elevator music.
Music.
That's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Cable's the worst, right? Like cable or one of those is like the worst for just keeping you on hold for a while. Oh, I guess
Joe
no one
Buck
had
looks
anything
weird
that,
on
yeah.
ESPN.
Well,
We're recording this Thursday. I'm seeing Joe Buck right now on my screen. It just looks odd. That's it. We can move on. I just needed that to be said.
The
I
ESPN
appreciate the
cameras.
astute.
They got him
observation.
with the caddy.
Who's wearing a jersey?
Michael
that says
Collins.
Noodlers?
I mean, he's the caddy. I know who Michael Collins is.
Well, you said his name.
I feel what's
his
going on
nickname.
with you?
Just say his name.
Is it because he's black that you like
Whoa.
felt
Two
the need
Americas.
to like?
What is happening?
No, that is exactly. That's why I know when
No.
Roy does. If it was Matthew Berry and I called him whatever his nickname is, there would have been no correction
No.
there.
Can we
Okay,
discuss?
right.
Can we?
Okay.
Can we just?
You're right.
What
There's
the
none
hell's
of
the
that.
matter with you?
Can we for 1 second just rewind on one of the more discussed things that we did this week, and we're gonna get to Jeremy's top 5 at some point, maybe. Can we just discuss really quickly something that happened with you this week, Roy? Which
No.
was okay, thank you. This is perfectly setting this up because we were going to play a game. Roy, we were talking about like old rock bands of like the early 2000s, late 90s. Roy said he didn't know any of these bands. He didn't know any of these songs. While these songs and bands are regularly played at hockey games that Roy attends and are also the soundtracks to the hockey video games that Roy plays.
Last resort was what got the conversation going.
So Roy claimed that he did not know any of these things. And we got feedback, and it wasn't all positive. Someone, as far as to say we were bullying Roy in that segment, said that this was a two Americas situation. And Roy went out and he took the test, and I believe he got 1 out of 4 right in matching musicians and their bands. 1 out of 10, what did I say?
4.
1 out of 4? I'm on my brain. Anyway, 1 out of 10, right? So Roy gets 1 out of 10. And then people went on and they defended Roy and they said Roy didn't know. And we have a relationship with Roy where we kind of know that Roy likes to not
say no,
go along with
not give
some
us
of the
anything.
things. Yeah.
If we want something from
And
Roy,
we'll
not
say-
giving us that.
For example, moments ago we said like, Roy, can we talk about this? And he said no. And it's like, okay, great.
Sarcasm.
So, now here's the thing about that segment that nobody knows because it only happened in this room. So Roy, as I mentioned before, got 1 out of 10 or 1 out of 4, as I say, in the game.
And behind the scenes, when the game was being put together, Mike had pictures of the musicians on his computer that he was printing out before he printed out the names of the band. And Roy said, I know who that person is, and said the person's name. And then when we went out
the
to
band.
That was Josh
and the
Hom.
band.
and then when we went out to the
And the band.
and the band.
Queens of
And the
Stone
band.
Age. Yeah,
And
I
then-
knew that guy.
And then when we went out to the game, Roy got that person wrong and said didn't know who this person was when he was saying
Very
Well, also-
when he
suspicious.
was saying
Wait,
behind
went
the
to the
scenes.
Billy, you also tricked him. You gave him a name and a band. He's like, he's not in that band.
I
Roy.
did do that. I did that with Fred Durst, and I
Roy.
said that Fred Durst was in Blunk 182, and you said no. But
I didn't say no.
Yeah,
Roy,
you
he's
did.
saying that before the game you knew someone, and then when you went out there when the lights
Did
were on,
not know-
you purposely got it wrong. is
did
what
not
Billy's
know
saying.
the person.
No. That person wasn't on the board. That was Josh Hom from Queens of the Stone Age.
No.
I actually knew that guy.
That's actually pretty impressive.
He did it. He did it on more than one occasion because I even turned to Roy and I go, Roy, don't let Mike know that you know who these people are because then the game is going to be harder for you. Like just like if you know who it is, just don't say it because he had done it like with two different people. And then we get out there, and all of a sudden, you didn't even know who Travis Barker was, which
I have
seems
no idea who
impossible.
that guy is.
Admit that one right now. I would say
I have
maybe,
no idea-
all right,
I have
maybe
no
you didn't
idea
know
who
the
that guy is.
lyrics. Maybe you didn't know the lyrics to the songs. Just you know who Travis Barker
I have
is.
no idea who that guy is.
We don't need to go down this path because we're just going to be called bullies again and say this is the
But
whole
to
thing.
defend Roy, I didn't know half of them because that was all
No,
Mike's.
I mean,
that was all Mike's
No, I look,
Agreed.
band
let me tell you something.
knowledge.
I only knew Travis Barker. I didn't know any of the other ones. But Roy knew two or three people's
I
names
had no
before the
idea
game
who
started.
any
And
of those
then
guys were on
once
the
he
board.
got out there, was like, I don't know who anyone is. And it's like, Roy, come on.
He didn't use that guy though. He didn't use Josh Hom.
Yeah, it did get a little deep divey on the alt rock bands.
I also didn't even know half the names of those
That's what I
bands.
mean.
Like I didn't know if those
We
were
lost
real or
the
not.
game. The game, like we had a good
It
idea
became
for a
too
game, and then
complicated.
Mike turned it into music snobbery. And it was like, look how many bands I
Yeah.
know. Like
It should have been just very basic like
Yeah.
bands that are on
Green
like,
Day.
Y100.
yeah, the Green Day
Yeah.
guy and
Top 40
Smash
band.
Mouth.
Did I
for
know
sure.
who these people look like?
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah,
know
we
what the
know.
lead singer of Green Day looks like?
No.
Wait, pre-makeup or post-makeup?
All right, see, he gets it at least. I know you
Thank
know who
you.
it is just based off that question. The eyeshadow
eyeliner.
and stuff. Yeah. All right,
Okay.
maybe this is just because you're such a pop culture guy. Like this is
I
just
think that's
strange
the-
to
that's
us
the
because
disconnect.
you are usually the guy that knows all this shit.
Yeah.
And with this, you're like, I don't know any of it.
I'm
It's
not
like
in- I'm not into that music genre.
It's just an overcorrection.
right.
And overcorrect. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine to be like, I know, it's okay. You know, like I've heard of these bands, but some of them, it's like it's like Beatles. I've never heard of the Beatles. It's like,
I would never say that though.
Mm.
I don't like the Beatles.
If I put all four Beatles on a poster, would you be able to name all four
You could
Beatles?
name the
Everybody
Beatles.
here?
Of course.
I don't know.
I
Probably.
could.
I'm hoping so.
if you
I
put
did-
like
Depends on the
3
era,
extra,
though.
I don't think I'd be able to.
If it was
right,
like,
that's what I'm saying. If I just put like 10 pictures of people who sort of looked like the Beatles,
I think I might get some of those
Before the
wrong.
doc, George Harrison might have been tough for me.
No, if it's like 60 Beatles, probably not. If it's like 70s Beatles, probably I could.
that's fair.
It's a different look to them.
What about the Spice Girls? How many Spice Girls could you name? Do you think, Roy? Just by their not their
I-
real
I-
names,
I
their
can-
I
type
have
of
a
spice.
feeling
can
he
name
could
'em.
name.
I can name all of them, but I
Yeah?
don't like their music.
Right.
Mm.
That's not that.
All right,
see,
that's
that's the
it.
point.
I don't think I can name every Spice Girl.
I could.
There's
Posh?
four-
Wait, their
Baby,
real names or
Baby,
their Spice
Posh,
Girl names?
Sporty, Scary,
Baby.
and Baby.
Yeah.
Man.
No, you did Baby twice.
Oh.
Baby.
All right, guys, I'll do this. Scary,
Ginger.
ginger, sporty.
Yeah,
that was the
Ginger
missing one.
Spice.
Ginger
Yeah.
Spice.
Ginger, sporty, scary,
Mm.
posh, baby.
Were you a Spice Girl ever?
I went to a Spice Girls concert.
No,
yeah.
but were
I
you?
mean, they
like,
did a
which
movie.
Spice Girl were you?
I was sporty.
Yeah.
Of course. She was
Really?
my favorite. Not
Did
like
you want to be a Spice Girl?
if you want to be my
Yeah.
lover.
Yeah. Not Ginger Spice.
Yeah.
Too easy.
Yeah, Ginger Spice was too easy for
Yeah.
me. Yeah,
That's like when we played Power Rangers. I was always forced to be the Blue Ranger because his name was Billy, and I was like, I don't want to be.
Yeah.
Billy. I want to be Jason
glasses
today.
Too.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Didn't like it.
You want to be the nerdy ranger?
I didn't want to be. No.
Yeah.
Zach.
Which one did you want to be?
Yeah. Oh, black. The black one.
No, I wanted to be Jason usually because he
Cultural
was like the
appropriation.
leader.
I
I think. Yeah. Or Tommy. Remember when Tommy was like the White Ranger? I liked White Ranger Tommy better than.
I
Green
loved
Ranger
that
Tommy.
movie. The Power Rangers movie with Mr. Ooze. Oh, good times.
Hmm.
Jimbo Fisher, am I right? Anyways.
Right.
That's right.
What do we got?
I don't
Jeremy,
know.
number 5.
Number 5, Daniel Radcliffe as Ripped Weird Al.
Oh, wow. You haven't even seen the movie yet. And it already made your top 5.
I'm going based off of images. It doesn't even necessarily
great.
mean he
Yeah.
looks incredible,
Yeah.
and the idea of Weird Al being as ripped as Daniel Radcliffe looks in that movie,
All right.
that's top tier. Number 4, Daniel Radcliffe as a corpse used by Paul Dano for Swiss Army Man.
I don't know what that
is. Have not seen the movie myself.
But wait a minute.
This seems
the entire premise.
This seems like a fluky list.
You have
It's a great
two
list.
people on your list, and you haven't seen either of the movies.
Correct.
Okay.
Number 3.
Yeah. Once again, number 3, Daniel Radcliffe in What If? No?
How's this going, Jeremy?
I think it's going great. I'm informing the public of what's going on.
Number 2.
Hey, hold on. Let me just say.
What's What If?
What If is one of the most underrated rom-coms of all time. You should go watch it
All right, I'm on it.
immediately. And
Nah, I'm good, thanks.
You can get Adam Driver. Just saying.
Yeah.
I just had sex and now I'm eating tacos.
Hell yeah.
It's really great. It's really great.
Sounds like a Tuesday.
That's something that's said in the movie.
My man Danny.
Number 2 is Christmas.
Okay. This guy, he gets it.
Or Harry Potter saying Happy Christmas, Ron. And number 1, Daniel Radcliffe as a dog walker smoking cigarettes.
Oh, so Harry Potter doesn't even make the list. Let's see what you did there. What you did there. He was. I remember that picture of him. Why? So was he? Explain that. To
I have
me.
no idea where that picture comes
Did
from.
he
These
get
are all just
paid?
the best moments. I'm purely going off of Daniel Radcliffe aesthetics here and things I aspire to be, and the energy of walking 12 dogs in the middle of New York City, smoking a cigarette with no one caring that that's happening around you or you caring about all the people looking at you. It's incredible.
I just love the idea of him like taking a side job like that after the Harry Potter money that he got.
How much do you think he made?
I would guess 100 million.
He's still making money.
No. Well, yeah.
Percentages, probably, right?
They just did
Let's all
a thing. They
type
just
in
did the reunion episode on HBO.
There's a reunion episode of Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Like Friends.
he made
right?
109 million from the Harry Potter movies, according to Yahoo.
Wow.
You think he's like grumpy about it? Like I'm more than just Harry Potter?
He does seem like a guy.
Typecasted.
I've literally heard him never interview about this, so he could be the complete opposite. But I would just imagine if you're that, like you just got to be tired of talking about Harry Potter. He's got to be at this point like I just want to do something else.
I think they've cyclically made their way all the way back around now to where there was that stretch of not wanting to
But
do
now
it.
it's like, hey, remember?
but
Harry
now,
Potter?
now there's the excitement of like, hey, remember when we did this thing when we were kids and we all the HBO special sort of showed that.
Is there some sort of like Harry Potter con? Because
He's
that dude
short.
can make money. The Harry Potter crew can just make money forever, right? Like, there's got to be some yearly festival that they could get paid $100,000 to show.
Some
up
of
to.
them still show up just to Universal in Orlando and just walk around. Like you'll see
Little look at me.
Draco.
Little
Yeah.
Stugotz.
Well,
Yeah.
oh no, what's his name? Matthew Lewis, who played
Drake was in Harry Potter.
Moneyball.
I did think. I know he's the guy with the white hair.
both of those were
Yeah.
good.
I know he's the guy with the white hair. I know Draco. I know my HP. My wife's a big Harry Potter guy.
Really?
do.
Yeah.
Your wife's a Harry Potter guy.
How many Harry,
Danny? And no, turn his mic off.
how many Harry Potter, like how often do you watch the Harry Potters?
We don't ever watch them. She'll watch like if it's on, she'll stay
Like
on it.
ABC Family or whatever it's called?
Yeah, I feel like TNT's one that they do marathons of Harry Potter. I don't know
Yeah, they
why
used to
I'm-
do the
yeah.
ABC Family every Christmas. They
Every
will
Christmas,
just play all of them
Halloween,
over and over and over
and
and over
Easter.
again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all the holidays.
Yeah.
Matthew Lewis, the guy who played Neville Longbottom, actually.
Now you're going a little.
No, I'm
So you're a
doing
big
it. It
Harry Potter
matters.
guy.
This is gonna matter.
Yeah,
He met his wife at Harry Potter World. She was just a fan of Harry Potter,
That's creepy.
and then they met and they hit it off.
She's living out this like
and
fantasy.
now they're married.
And now he's like, I'm just this guy
He's
though.
just a
I'm
guy.
not gonna dress up as
But-
this guy for you every night.
He's
Who
just a
did
guy.
he play?
She's like once a month though.
Neville Longbottom.
What role does Neville Longbottom have?
Neville is
He's the
just one of
dork
the
nerd.
Can we be
Yeah.
a little bit more creative with the names?
I'm just
Longbottom.
because like
It's British, isn't it?
what I'm thinking is, and
oh, he
this
was like
is
the
gonna-
guy that got made fun of a lot.
Yeah.
He was like.
And now,
she's-
but look at him though.
She's got a
Blow up,
fetish.
dude.
She's got
Blow
a,
up.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
he does look good.
Good
like-
looking guy.
What I'm thinking, and I obviously don't know any of this relationship. I'm thinking that like when his wife was at Harry Potter Land, if it was like you're gonna meet someone from Harry Potter and marry that person, it wasn't Neville Longbottom.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like kind of just settled.
She was
for-
aiming for Harry, and like
Yeah.
this is all I can get.
Yeah. And I'm sure. I mean, God bless them. I hope they have a great, happy marriage, and they're together.
She's
for long.
once
I'm just saying,
once a month though. She wants the costume put on, right?
the dream wasn't Neville Longbottom, probably.
Or
right?
was it?
The guy from How to Get Away with Murder. The guy, the
I
black
also
guy.
say
Oh,
this
yeah, that
having
guy.
watched
Yeah.
0 minutes of Harry Potter. So
Yeah, you're not missing much.
really,
I mean, it's just.
What would your
I'm sorry,
wife
I don't-
think if she
I mean,
heard that?
Listen, it's just not something I'm really into. I'm not like I'm cool with Harry Potter. Like I don't want to. I don't want this to turn into. I don't want the headline to be Chris bashes Harry Potter. I'm just
headline
I'm
where?
sure
That's
that-
going to be.
that's gonna
That's
go-
literally
yeah.
going to be the only
Yeah,
sentence
it's on
I read in the
blog.
description.
Yeah.
Awful announcing somewhere.
Mystery crate. Chris bashes Harry Potter.
Where-
That's the
Big
only
lead.
description.
Where does Harry Potter rank
The episode
for you guys
178.
in terms of like franchises?
All time?
Yeah, like is Harry Potter like an all-time?
I mean, it's one of the
movie
few that
franchise?
have 6 movies.
Up there with Lethal Weapon? Rocky?
Well, no, like you guys personally, like, is it that great? Chris doesn't seem to think so.
As a movie series, like
Yeah.
to sit down and watch multiple movies, I would say yeah.
Fast and the Furious?
Fast and the Furious, I think, has the most movies any franchise history for any movie of all time. Wow. They're at 10 in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
If that one ever gets
Or
made,
James
Jeez
Bond.
Louise. Yeah, James Bond. But do you count that as one thing, or do you count different Bonds?
It's a franchise.
Like
It counts.
Batman and Spider-Man. There's too many Spider-Mans.
Yeah, I guess that's something.
We don't need to get into that today.
No.
The thing that makes Harry Potter kind of cool, though, at least, is that you're seeing those same kids grow all the way through it.
Yeah.
So, like, that part of it, at least, is sort of nostalgic, where you're getting to see, these child actors that were probably, 10, 11, 12 years old and grow through their teen years. And that level of nostalgia is kind of cool.
Watch them grow up with fame and become terrible people.
I
I'm
was
not saying
gonna
they are.
ask
I'm
you
saying,
if
like,
any of
are
them-
they good people
Did-
still? Like,
did
are-
any
it
of them
seems
become
like it.
monsters?
Not, I don't know.
It doesn't seem like they became monsters. The stars of it, all the young ones, like Emma Watson's just an activist.
Emma Watson
She's
getting
great.
Belle was a great, like, that's her
Yeah.
being like, all right, I'm not doing Harry Potter. Like, I can be Belle now. Like, that was, I felt good for her there because it's tough for those kids because it's just like, you're Hermione. That's who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Roy, in your relationship, dealing with friction, if the restaurant told you 20-minute wait, are you going up or is a need going up to be like, hello, you said 20 minutes, it's been 40?
Well, it'd probably be a bad look for me if I did it, so a need does it.
Right.
for
Why is it a
me.
bad look?
Because, the optics of...
I mean, I think obviously you're not going to be, aggressive. Like, I'm just saying, if you're just saying like, hey, we put our name in 20, like, who will go up and check on the name?
A need would probably do
Yeah.
that, yeah. When I go up there initially to find out how long the wait is, I turn to the knees like, okay, do you want to wait 45 minutes for this, or do you want to go somewhere else?
Most times, restaurants, these hostess and hosts, they want you out of there. If it's like a 20-minute wait, they're gonna tell you 35.
Really?
You think it's that, not the other?
I always assume it's going to be, unless I'm at like a place that I know is like, if it's Prime 112, I know I'm not getting in. But if it's like Chili's or Applebee's or Outback and they're like 40 minutes, it's going to be 20. They just want you out of here. They're dealing with a lot of people right now. They're just going to tell you a high number so you can't complain. All the time, me and my wife just like, sure, yeah, we'll wait 30 minutes, fine. It's 15. It's
So
10.
It's subjective, depending on the host.
I think, yeah, you have to read the host and the hostess, but a lot of times these people, they're not the owners. They're just stressed hostess and hosts. They want less people around. So they're like, oh, it'll be 45 minutes, even though it'll probably be 20.
You ever notice how Applebee's is just weird Chili's?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been to an Applebee's.
Applebee's
in
is
15 years.
still in 2006. Like
TGI
everything,
Fridays.
all of them, every single one of them still
Yeah.
has like Dwight Howard Magic jerseys
Yeah.
and like baby Justin Bieber up on the
Yeah.
walls. Chili's is moving on.
Yeah.
You know, new menus, all sorts of stuff like that. Applebee's is just a weird cousin of Chili's.
Yeah. Jeremy, what's it like to have the perception as just like this endlessly kind and nice person? Is it tough sometimes? Do you ever just want to be a jerk? I don't know. So people don't know.
That's
Jeremy
very sweet.
Taché is this is a local
Thanks,
guy
man.
from down here, covers all the teams around here. We've known him for a long time. And if you say to me, someone in media who's just genuinely kind,
Ooh.
I'd say Will Manso, and then I would say Jeremy Taché.
Can I play?
That's so
can we-
sweet.
Can we play a game?
What? Okay.
All right. This is a difficult game to be doing, and it's a dangerous game. Can we, the 5 of us, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 of us here. Can we each rank on a piece of paper the order of niceness of the people in this room?
In this room?
In this room right
In
now.
this room,
Wow.
Interesting.
Okay.
I mean, we could,
Interesting.
I would
See
say
how
we
nice
could-
Jeremy is? He's like, I don't want to do that. I don't
don't
want to
wanna
do
do that at all.
Okay, so like because I could say let's do it for everyone, but there's 8,000 people that work here, so like the list would be too long. So if we do,
We could
like,
just
the
go around the
5
room
What's
and
the
say
order?
it. Writing it down
No.
makes it like
No,
a
because
longer
writing
process.
writing it down is more honest because we don't have to put names.
Right.
So it could be a secret ballot.
Right.
Because I'm going to tell you, I think I'm going to be last on this list. I get the perception that I'm not well received
What?
in this environment. No, I'm telling you. Like I think
No,
that,
but see, like
you
what
also
I
may
was-
have picked a tough group of 5
Yeah.
to do
Wow.
this with.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
so I'm last on Jeremy's list. But because I feel like
I
there's
have
like
my list. I don't need
Are
to
we
write it. I can
allowed-
say it right now.
Yeah. What's the
I mean,
no,
obviously,
secret,
we're not
secret.
putting ourselves
Secret's
in
better.
it. So it'll be each of our top four.
top 4.
Right, it'll be each of our top
Okay.
4.
Oh, okay.
All right.
What's the order in this situation?
You determine the order.
No, like
No,
is
I mean,
number one, the
nicest, the
nicest.
Do
nicest
nicest.
scales.
Do nicest to me.
And is this
because
on
nicest-
air or off
okay.
air?
The nicest is 1.
Because
the
where
meanest
Roy
is
lands
4.
on this is this on air or off
That's
air?
a really good point.
That is a good question. That's a good question.
Roy is delightful off air.
Off air, Roy, number 1 on the list.
I'm gonna tell you. I've always thought of myself as a nice person. I don't think that I'm viewed as a nice person though.
I think you're nicer off air.
Yeah, but I don't.
Like on air, you go for like shtick and you want to like
Right.
you'll like.
I
question-
come in here a lot of days and I'm like, a lot of people don't like me here.
No,
I don't think that's the case
that's
at
my
all.
perception.
Right. Well, that's yeah.
So
A lot of people. Think
okay,
that
so
about
why don't we do on air and off air
Oh.
themselves.
just to
So
make this even
ridiculous.
longer? Yeah, and we can. You know what? Let's just say it because writing it down is dumb.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I mean, you
Okay.
got me over here with a pen and paper.
Yeah, I finally got the paper.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn.
Anyway.
All
sorry.
right, I'm going last place.
No. Start with nicest because
All right.
you don't want to be the worst.
All right, nicest.
Is this on air or off?
This is off air.
Okay, off air.
Jeremy first.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Jeremy's
Give
just
me
so
1
nice.
second.
Like anytime I've ever texted him, he responds right away, and he's
Thanks,
just like
buddy.
the most kind. Like he's just look at him. He's just nice.
I guess
Well, you
the Jer
did
Bear
say it
thing.
yesterday.
Danny, you're last on both my lists.
That's fine.
Low risk. Low
Because I've
risk.
known you the least amount of
Yeah,
time, and I
very
gotta
low
Yeah,
crush
risk.
I'm
somebody here.
putting Daniel
So
last also.
you,
Yeah.
my friend, are getting crushed today.
Sorry, Danny.
Billy and Roy tied for second. Danny last. All right, we're good.
That's on air.
Total cop out.
man.
Total cop out.
Such a cop out. Why are we
This is
playing
a bad game.
All I wanted to get to was Jeremy's girlfriend, fiance must be the most kind person ever because you would never be with someone unless they're kind.
She is an absolute sweetheart.
Look at
She
that.
is so sweet
Huh.
that I am the one who goes up and has confrontation with
You're the
I'm the
confrontation.
confrontation.
What?
I'm the
Holy
confrontation
shit.
one in our relationship.
Actually, I'm back on Danny's side because when he fell in Austin, he was so kind and like didn't want to inconvenience anyone.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm back with Danny.
He was gonna bleed to death before
He would have
like,
bleed.
made things
I'm
worse
still.
for us.
I think he's
Yeah.
still internally bleeding.
What is
he's
this
just
story?
like I'm good. You don't remember? You didn't hear this?
Oh
didn't
no,
hear this.
no.
I ate it in
We don't
Austin.
have to do this again. All right, we
You
did a
ate something
scooter.
in
Me, Billy, Tony, Lewis, and Danny were going from the Austin hotel where we were doing our show to a dinner. It was like a mile away, or
It
so we
ended up
thought.
being longer.
So
Yeah.
we were like, they have these scooters
Birds,
in
yeah.
Austin, the birds. So we were like, let's do this. It'll be fun. Everyone goes there, and we were like, all right, they're waiting for us, so we're scootering there. And long story short, my man Danny was just struggling. Couldn't
love a good scooter.
couldn't figure out the scooter.
Nothing
Yeah.
better than a
But
good
he
scooter.
didn't want to tell us, hey guys, don't want to do this shit. We all wanted to do it, so he's just like, I'm along for the ride.
Team player.
My man
Yep.
ate it hard.
Yeah.
Like 3. I'm not even Jeremy.
It wasn't
What
even
you're
that hard.
imagining right now, it was worse.
We don't
no,
need
Danny.
to.
We don't need to get. No,
Yeah, you're throwing him under the bus. Long story
Hey,
short,
it could have been under a bus.
Well, it was almost under a bus because I saw him fall into traffic, and luckily there was no cars in that lane. He'll dispute that,
horrible.
but we're not gonna look.
He popped right. The
he
point
took
was
a tumble. He
the
took a tumble, and there may have been blood coming through denim.
Yeah.
And we were like, dude, like,
I
let's
Ubered
just
him.
Uber.
I
Please.
Ubered him. I was like, all of us
Enough
were
of this.
dicks. None of us hopped in the Uber with him because we wanted to keep scootering. We were
That's
like,
horrible.
dude, we were just like, hop in a Uber. We'll meet you there. I know we're dicks. What do you want from us?
It was hiring a car
I
service.
I gave him my phone, so I'm the least dick of everyone. But
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But you're also like, you're not taking my phone.
Right. Well, I did give him my phone.
Nice.
No, he
guy
did because
on
my
and
phone
off
was
air.
dead.
Yeah, his phone's dead.
Oh, yeah, that was part of the problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anyway.
So yeah, my point was why he's back. Why I'm back on his side and he's so nice is because he played it out like he did not want any. He was just like, I'm fine, even though he was like bleeding all over his body.
Yeah.
But he was just like, I'm good, guys. He was just in that mode of he's new to our crew, so he doesn't want to be an inconvenience. He was just a team player.
You and I saw John Mulaney over the weekend.
Yeah.
He has a bit
Not together.
about
Separately, we were there separately.
separately.
Billy got jealous that like me and you went like
Sure
date
about that,
night.
then.
would have been really nice.
Yeah.
I would have loved to
Yeah.
do that with you.
We
Next
did do
time.
the thing.
not pleasant.
Billy can relate to what
Yeah.
we did like the day before. We were like, maybe meet up for a drink after. I mean, before. And then the next day, we both like didn't meet up for a drink. Like it was
Next
just a
day we
thing.
we texted each other at 11 o'clock
Like,
at night.
ooh.
rah, I forgot to do
That's-
that.
Yeah.
Bad play.
It's
you always
just-
have to do it right after. Like, oh, I'm so sorry I didn't see you.
Well,
Yeah, no, that was it. Right after the show. Right after the show.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm being honest though, I didn't think of it before.
Either.
Like we might both be lying, and we did.
But
and
you
we're
were
just like,
weren't you you talked about it the day before?
the
You
day
planned
before
on
in the
doing it?
studio, we were like, "Oh, you're going to Mulaney? Oh,
Yeah.
maybe meet up for a drink before.
Yeah, yeah.
Our wives can meet. Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
that." And then we just after the show, oh, I forgot.
Yeah,
Uh,
happens.
That's that. Hey, man, we're getting there.
But with that, we seeing John Mulaney, he has a bit about being very nice, where he says, "You could probably pour soup in my lap, and I would apologize to you."
Yeah.
And I have never related to a sentence more than that.
I'm like that too. Yeah.
100%.
Unless it's like someone I really don't like I'll just be like, yeah, my bad. Sorry, my lap shouldn't have been there.
Correct.
So,
I'll apologize for apologizing.
All right, so who's doing their list next? I already went.
well, yours was off air or on air? Yours was such a cop out. It was just Jeremy's nice.
Garbage.
Roy, and
All right, this is off air.
yeah.
You already did off
You
air.
did off air.
All
Now you
right.
have to do on air.
All right, let's just move on. Someone else go.
It doesn't matter. This is a stupid game.
All right, what's up next?
Well, Roy, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
Well,
Tell me.
judgy over there of us. We're here trying to.
I'm not judging anybody. I'm just saying what's next.
Well,
You know, I'm asking a question.
you have big plans for this weekend, Roy? Are you really driving to Tampa for the game?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess it depends on what happens tonight.
Huh.
Well,
Wait.
you mean last night? Because it's
shit.
Friday.
God dang it.
We recorded this Thursday.
Son of a. Okay.
All right. Well,
I
pretend we
already
didn't
said it
ask that
earlier. I
question.
said
It
it
doesn't
earlier.
matter.
That's fine.
So if the series was 2-0 Lightning, you would not make the trip.
Probably not.
Do you think that?
guess
Fair
we'll
weather
find out.
journalist.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that you've lost faith in this team.
I haven't lost faith in the team. I'm just thinking about, okay, should I spend this amount of money to go over to Tampa and pay for a hotel room and then
Yeah.
come back? Yeah. So that's a lot, a lot of factors getting into this. And besides, the need might say no.
Do you guys, when you have friends coming from out of town, do any of you ever host your friends? Like, hey, you're coming to town. Why don't you stay with us? Why don't you stay at our place?
No.
No.
I'm a let's get together for dinner
Yeah.
one night.
Mhm.
There's always an offer, but nobody ever takes you
Do
up
you
on
make
it.
the offer?
I've made the offer a couple of times.
Do you throw out
That's
like you
why he's
make,
number one on the list.
you make it sound shitty? You're like, I have a couch.
Right. That's exactly what it is.
And it's kind of
yeah,
hard. I
we
bought it a
have-
couple years ago.
We have like a futon thing. We can throw it. It's a couple of chairs. We fold them out. You put it together.
Our air conditioning works most nights.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know.
Okay, so here's my question, because let's say I am Billy in this scenario and
Okay.
Jeremy's Jeremy. So
Right.
this is going to be really easy for us to role play because we're playing ourselves.
Right.
So I'm going
Sweet.
to
I'm
to
into this. Hell yeah.
visit Jeremy, and Jeremy makes that offer. Now, what goes through my mind as Billy is, now if I go there and I don't stay with him, is he going to be insulted?
Right.
So do I go there? I live as a hostage of this person for the duration of my stay in this person's town, and they may not even actually want me to be staying with them. It may just be like an empty
So is my
offer.
offer total psychological manipulation?
I
I'm
d-
actually not being nice.
Yeah, you're a
I
piece of
don't
shit.
know.
You're
That's
a
the
piece of
thing, is
shit.
that
I'm
I
bad
don't
for
know.
this?
Man,
I don't. I
You're
don't
not
know.
wrong.
I don't
That's-
know the person's intention, but I immediately think, well, if they're offering it to me, it's rude of me to say no,
I'm
and then be
immediately
like,
second guessing all of this.
I'm gonna spend hundreds of dollars to stay at a hotel, and then that person thinks like, wow, this person would rather spend hundreds of dollars than stay with me.
I would just be like, no, I don't want to impose. I like staying at hotels anyways. I'm a hotel guy.
I'll definitely let someone off the hook easy. Like if someone wants out, like if I offer it and there's even a slight hesitation, I'm not gonna make them feel bad about not staying. I don't really want. Most of the time, I don't really want.
You've
another
never made
person to
anyone
stay
feel
there.
bad about it.
So why do you tell them that?
Because I don't want them to have to pay hundreds of dollars
Yeah.
to stay at a hotel if they're going to be in town.
Right.
Hmm.
It's an
What's
offer.
what's the like percentage of you being taken up on that offer?
1%. There's been
1%?
one. We've had
You have not offered 100 people that.
No, well, it
It
doesn't
would have to
matter.
be one out of
Fair.
100.
okay.
It's okay.
10%.
10%.
10% maybe.
So you had
If
one
we've offered
person-
If you
10,
did
Yeah,
ask
10
50
people
people,
then,
if
huh?
you asked 50 people
Let's-
and you got like a half a yes, then maybe.
Let's
we
play.
got,
Let's,
we got a maybe.
let's play this game. You said it was one person.
We're playing a lot of games today.
Let's.
Yeah, man.
I love games.
Fun.
I actually, I don't know how to do this, right? I'd like to start a campaign, and it's a bit ambitious, I will admit to you.
Mhm.
And it's not exactly related to games, and kind of
So it's
veering
not
us
a
off.
game.
I would like to take over for James Corden, and I would like to start that campaign.
I love
right
this
now.
idea for you.
So I don't know how to do that, though. Is the thing.
Well, I think you just started. Like
Yeah.
right here
Well,
was a
You
good
got
start.
a platform.
So what do
Yeah.
we do? Do we just tweet at people? Like, how
We
do I
gotta
make
create a
this happen?
hashtag.
Hashtag
Yeah.
Best
Hashtag.
Late Show.
Yeah.
Well,
But
we'll come
I
up
also
with
don't
something.
really
Late
want to
show, yeah.
move, which is like, do you
Oh.
think they'll let me do it via Zoom? Probably not.
No.
We can well, once we get to negotiation,
Get
we'll
into the
figure that out.
details later.
Build
Anyway,
a studio.
so this game, if we're gonna go back to this game for a second, is you said that one person's taking you up on the offer. Let's pretend it was 5 people to protect that one person that's done it. What'd you think when these 5 people have done it? If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Was it uncomfortable?
No.
When the 5 people said yes, and They don't know
And-
which one of the 5 they are.
In this scenario, this person was flying from California on a red eye. And so it was like they were going to be arriving at a time that would have been nearly impossible to be able to just
Were
go
you
into
just a stop?
hotel. No, we were not a stop. They were there for a few days.
Oh.
But was there for work purposes. There were a whole bunch of different reasons to be coming in, partially to hang out with us, partially to do some work stuff.
Yeah.
And in large part, was happy that they were there.
Well,
but
mean,
Your
definitely
voice
like,
went a little high
yeah,
there.
Too many
happy
details.
that
I
they were-
said 5.
Nah,
so
they're
that
not
we
going to
could-
listen. This person's not going to listen.
Okay.
No, this
All right.
person's
So
not going to
you
listen.
you kind of partially regretted doing this.
Didn't regret it. But certainly was excited once the house was back to ourselves.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Hubba
Roy,
hubba.
have you ever offered?
No.
I had a random thought. We're moving on. Can I move on to a different topic?
Sure. I mean, yeah.
I had a random thought today driving into work because I was driving, had the sun in my face. I had my sun visor down, and I looked at the person behind me, and it's this lady driving, and she's got the sun in her face. She's got sunglasses on, and then it finally hits her, and she flaps her thing down, and I saw the shade come above her face, and I just thought to myself, these sun visors really have not advanced a lot. I'm pretty sure that they looked this way in 1985. The only advancement is that piece of little board you pull
Love
out,
that.
that board you
Love
slide.
that.
That's the one advancement.
But my point is I feel like our Tesla sun visors this thing where is there any kind of advancement in the sun visor in a car? Is
Well,
there,
the Tesla sun visors are magnetic.
well, there you go.
What does
So
that
there's
mean?
an advancement.
That means
what-
that
There's
that
no
plastic
clip.
clip to move it from their in
See,
front
No,
of
I
your
mean I know
doors.
the magnet, but
That's not really an advancement.
Yeah.
That's just
Well, I
using
mean,
a different tool to
It
snap
takes
it.
a stiff tug to get that out of that clip, though.
Did
And
you-
The fact that it's
I
magnetic.
just
Hubba
thought,
hubba.
I would have thought if we had those visors,
That's great.
if we had sun visors in 1982, I would have thought in 2022 you wouldn't even need a sun visor anymore, and the windshields would just have this technology where it blocks the sun.
I thought
But
by
there's
now
no
we'd have
vanity
sunglasses
mirror.
in our eyes.
right.
Hmm.
Sunglasses in our
Sunglasses
eyes.
in your eyes.
Should
Sunglasses,
invent that.
contacts.
tinted contact
Yeah, tinted
lenses.
contacts.
Is that already a thing?
Is that a
I don't
thing?
know.
They should be.
Let's bleep this.
You guys
so we
see
can
the
make some money.
the
Right.
Apple car that looks like a mouse?
No.
Like an Apple mouse, not like an actual animal mouse. It looks like the Apple mouse.
Oh, like a
The
click?
dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Well, yeah.
Oh, so Roy's seen it.
Yeah, I saw it. I made a comment on Twitter.
It's-
What'd you say?
It
What'd
looks
you
like a
say?
mouse.
Royd's you see the new Android car?
No, there's no
Isn't that
Android
the
car.
Tesla?
You got burned.
Is it?
How's that? How did I get
Sick
burned?
burn.
Well, because he
Chris
said the
Cody.
Apple car and you didn't like it, so I was like, I
Wow,
like the
Chris is
Android
number
car.
3 on my mean list right now, just ahead of Danny.
Moving up in the world.
Hey, Danny, you made the list, right?
Yeah, Danny.
Congratulations,
Danny.
asshole.
Roy, you have anything good to say before we go today?
Yeah.
Anything positive?
Send the
anything
people
we're looking
off.
forward to?
Mhm.
Let's end on a high note,
Yeah.
huh?
High note.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say.
I was hoping Roy was going to sing like a really high note, like
Yeah.
a musical note.
Let me hear as high as you can go.
That's
come on,
you
Roy.
see what I'm saying?
Let's
This
all
is-
right now sing a note as high as we can go. First, Danny.
No shot.
Just let me hear it.
What do you mean? No
All right, I'll go first to give you a little what
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want. This is what I'm looking for. Oh, look at wow, Jeremy just.
Are we
cleared
looking
his
for a
throat.
word?
wow, clearing the
Jeremy's
throat.
like,
Oh my gosh.
There's
ready?
so many bottles of. I was gonna drink water to kind of like
Yeah.
clear my throat.
Wet
There's
the palate?
too many
This one's
bottles.
mine.
Here. I don't know whose bottle anything is.
This one's mine.
Okay.
I don't think that was yours.
All right, here we go.
Wow, that was really impressive, actually.
And it was in tune
You
too.
know,
You
I
have to
just
do
like to sing.
You have to
Yeah.
do the ah sound. But you're
It
not
can be
getting-
literally anything.
You're
Anything
holding
that
it. You're
you
not
want
gonna
to
do
say
anything
to
is
get
in
high.
tune.
Anything you can do to get high. Go,
know
Danny.
you.
Okay.
There it is.
Oh.
Not
my.
terrible.
I'm not a singer.
All right, Billy's turn.
Okay.
That's the reason why I'm on
Billy can go
behind the camera, not in
sneaky
front of
high
the
here.
camera.
That's true.
That is
Wow, that's good. That's really good.
Actually, let's build up to Roy because he's our baritone.
Yeah, Roy's gonna go.
Yeah.
Oh man, I
Jer
don't
Bear,
know.
let's go. And you're like a singer.
Yeah, that's
hard.
not bad.
Yeah.
I was just trying to hit
I
the
didn't
note
know
Billy
that.
hit.
That was good though.
All right.
Roy,
All right, you ready?
Like, can you just really try for us, really?
I gotta be shocked.
because you're gonna go really deep here. I
I'm
know
sure.
you're
Okay,
gonna
here we
shocked
go.
by how
Ready?
this goes.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, goodbye.
camera.
All right, for real. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
I think that
That was good.
Wow.
That'll do it for another episode of Mr. Great Roy with the Animal Count.
On Montgomery and Company, we have Monica McNutt from ESPN, and we have Tamika Reed, the head women's basketball coach from Jackson State University.
Cinephile, we got a guy from Better Call Saul. If you're into that franchise, Patrick Fabian.
Oh,
Are there any
nice.
spoilers?
Hamlin.
No spoilers. No
Okay,
spoilers.
cool.
You got to check it out. That's good if you're into that show. Check out our episode last week, Judd Apatow. That's basically it. Billy Stupati, Max
Howard
Homa.
Hamlin.
Ooh, we have
Nice.
Chris Cote on somebody this
me
week.
and Max
yeah.
Homa, we hit it off. Big fan of that guy. But that'll
He's
do
very
it.
easy to talk to.
He
huh?
really is. He seems like just a bro. Like
Yeah.
he's the guy I'd get a beer with at Flanny's.
Mm.
Anyways, Danny, anything to promote?
Danny's running a volleyball tournament.
Yep.
Danny
he is.
shook his head, by the way.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Oh, yesterday it happened.
just-
It
it
went.
happened
It was a
already.
great success.
How'd it go?
Timeless. Yeah.
Great.
Incredible. Yeah.
Evergreen.
See you later, everyone. Okay,
Okay,
goodbah.
Wait, what about Jer Bear?
Oh, Jeremy.
Oh, hey, what you doing?
Oh,
Hey,
shit,
hey,
that's
hey,
right. Tommy Hutton on Miami Mic'd Up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo,
you guys
check out
watch that.
all of Jeremy's shit.
Hey,
Check
thanks,
it out.
man.
Yeah.
Follow him on
I'm not
social.
gonna. I feel uncomfortable promoting
Did that
all
make
of
me
these
like
other
number 2 on the
podcasts
list?
here.
Number 2 on your list?
yeah,
What number am I
Nicest.
on your list?
No, Billy's number 1. Billy's
Wow.
If you
close now.
like
Thank you.
Miami, if you like Miami sports, follow Jeremy on social and listen to Miami Mic'd Up. That's what we'll give him. See you later, everybody.
Unfollow Chris. Follow Jeremy.
Well, you don't have to do
You
that.
don't have to
Well,
do that.
I mean,
have
just
to.
charitable. You know what I mean?
Right.
Take it a next step
Your
further.
day last on a mean list now.
Unfollow you. Follow Jeremy.
Right.
Right?
Okay, goodbye.